This powerful, extensive class trains you in all aspects of logo design process, including logo design theory, execution, working with typography, selecting color palettes, preparing and exporting files, and how to work with Adobe Illustrator to create stunning logos. Not only that, but this course teaches you how to work with clients by following several full logo design projects from start to finish. And we talk about what type of questions to ask clients before starting the logo design process. For the theory section of the course, we dive into logo design categories and also review all of the different logo design styles while showing stellar examples of each. I go over the characteristics of strong logo designs and walk you through this using real-world companies. Lastly, we can't talk about logo design theory without talking about the power of color as we review the color psychology chart. The next section is for those needing a crash course in Adobe Illustrator as we review all of the most used tools we'll use in the class, including the width, shape builder, offset path, gradient tools, and also using layering masks and more. Afterwards, we'll work through an entire logo design process from scratch. We'll learn how to quickly get ideas on paper and turn those rough ideas into real workable designs we can present to our client. We will walk through each step of the journey as we work on finding those final concepts to present, and we'll create a mood board to find our perfect color matches and finish off our logo with the final touches. Our next section dives deep into the golden ratio in logo design. We'll create from scratch the golden ratio spiral and create the golden ratio circles we'll need to start to adapt our designs to this golden ratio. And we'll do several practice projects as well. We will then take this logo all the way through to the end, including creating variations and sizes we'll need to adapt this logo to just about anything. We'll also create polished designs by learning how to use Photoshop mockups. We'll then use our downloadable file export guide that's supplied in the class to learn how to export and give specific files to our clients. The next section goes over portfolio building basics and several places and steps to find clients and to get client referrals so you could start building and thinking about getting your design business up and running. This course is packed full of downloadable resources, including a client questionnaire document, logo styles and categories cheat sheet, a color wheel and color psychology documents, a finding clients resource guide, and a file export guide, a golden ratio cheat sheet, and a font pairing guide, and so much more. This class is extensive, but is gentle and paced well enough for beginners to work through the course. There are both beginner and intermediate level topics discussed, with some advanced topics discussed later on in the course. This will be for anyone interested in working through a course that has a deep focus on logo design, or any designer who wants to fine-tune their logo design and presentation skills. So, are you ready to up your logo design game? Let's get started. Welcome to the Logo Design Mastery course, and I'm so glad you decided to join me for this deep dive into all aspects of logo design. I want you to take this course at your own pace. This course is created for both beginner and intermediate level students. I wanted everyone to start with the logo design theory section, no matter what your skill level is, as it's critical in building a foundation in solid logo design. If you've already taken the logo design theory lessons on Skillshare, feel free to skip those lessons. For those students who'd like to review all of the Adobe Illustrator tools we'll be using throughout the class, you can hop right into the first Adobe Illustrator Tools section. If you're already comfortable with the tools, feel free to skip a lesson or two in this section. If you feel that you're already an intermediate level Adobe Illustrator user and already feel comfortable with all the tools in this section, feel free to skip to the next section of the course. We will then walk through two complete logo design processes. The first one will follow through the creation of a coffeehouse logo. Take these lessons at your own pace and the pace that you feel most comfortable with. Once again, I created this section to be a little bit slower in pace so that those in the beginner level can see the entire process, including how I work with the tools in Illustrator. The next section will get into creating our golden ratio based logo design. This one will be a bit more detailed, working with typography and color, and also crafting a final logo presentation. And lastly, we'll work on creating all the files and formats we'll need to have a complete logo package to send to clients or to have for your portfolio. The next section focuses on Photoshop mockups and how to present your logos in a professional and polished manner. The section toward the end of the course will focus on the Finding Client sheet, where I go over the 5-step process of getting your portfolio ready and landing some of those first few clients. This can apply to all aspects of finding graphic design freelance work and not just logo design. There are 2 things about the resources in this class that you need to be aware of. The first resource, which is called the Resource Guide, has a link to helpful external resources and websites. You can find this and all the other resources referenced in the course by going to the project section of this course and finding the downloadable files. Also, don't forget to join the exclusive student Facebook page. We hold design contests, give feedback to projects you post. It's just an overall warm and welcoming place for all designers to come together and talk about freelancing and design. And you can find it by searching for Learn Design, Go Freelance in the Facebook group search bar. If you choose not to use Facebook, I would still love to see your student projects for the Coffee Guild and the Pacific Calm logos in the course. You could post those in the Q&A section of this class. I want to make this a 5-star class for you, so please let me know if there's anything you would like to see added to the course. I want to keep this course dynamic with new content added frequently. So you're ready to dive deep into logo design theory? Let's get started.